This video is sponsored by athleticcases.com. Basketball, baseball, football, or soccer, no matter what the sport, you guys can now rock your favorite player on the back of your phone. Use the promo code ZachLee for 10% off your order. Links are in the description box below. We got a new look coming to the channel. Things look a little bit different, I'm sure you can tell. Go ahead. No, don't hold back. Go ahead and hit that like button, smack it super hard if you're enjoying the new setup. And I gotta talk to you guys about why I decided to change the setup later. I guess I'll save it for the end of the video, and it's like a huge announcement, so you're gonna want to make sure you stay till the end of the video, or just check the description box below if you're not as patient. But I'm hype, yo. I'm real hype. So, you know, let's just get into the video now, I suppose. Also, I kind of messed up my jaw sleeping. I don't know how, but now it's like out of place, and it feels really weird when I talk, and it's like I can't even close my mouth because I don't know what the heck I did when I was sleeping, but something's not right. Anyways, for the first thing that we have to talk about today, recently a video of De'Aaron Fox going one-on-one against San Antonio Spurs rookie Lonnie Walker came out, and I was impressed. And here's the video in case you haven't seen it yet. And when it comes to De'Aaron Fox, I just want to say this kid is good, yet he doesn't get talked about at all. He was a really good rookie, put up I think 12 points, close to 5 assists as a rookie last year. Didn't shoot the ball really well, and of course he was on the Sacramento Kings, one of the worst teams in the league at the moment, so he wasn't going to get a lot of coverage. And also had to do with just the amount of talent that was in last year's draft class. Any other year's draft class, De'Aaron Fox was in it, he would have been one of the marquee players. Of course, he just needs to work on a few things. For example, controlling his speed. With great speed comes great responsibility. But then the other end of this story is the one that I really want to talk about, Lonnie Walker. Now, we talked about him recently after Donovan Mitchell proclaimed him to be the next version of him, aka the rookie that is going to take the league by storm this season. Now, a lot of us were excited to hear this. We have our eyes on Lonnie Walker now, but we're not completely buying into the hype, mainly because he's on the San Antonio Spurs, and we can't expect anyone to have the same level of rookie year that Donovan Mitchell had. That's just not fair expectations to place upon Lonnie Walker. Well, here's a video of Lonnie Walker playing against De'Aaron Fox, and that also led me to do just some random research on Lonnie Walker, because I watched that and I was like, you know what, let me see what else I can find out about this kid, since there's a lot of buzz going on around him as of late. And I stumbled across this article, or this interview published by Slam magazine featuring Lonnie Walker. They called him the world's most interesting rookie. And after I read this article, I became a huge fan and a huge believer of Lonnie Walker. Some of the things that he was saying in this article just make you want to believe. For example, here are a few of the quotes. "If I wasn't holding a basketball 9 times out of 10, I was crying. It just showed at a young age that I was drawn to it. It was like a chemical reaction. I wanted it. I haven't touched the NBA floor yet, and I was the 18th pick. Being sponsored by Adidas wasn't supposed to happen. Me being the NBA probably wasn't supposed to happen. And you know what? I conquered the unconquerable at the moment, and there's still more to get to. Makes you realize, like, yo, let's take this more seriously." And here is my personal favorite quote. "The fact that if this is true and people are talking about me and what I can become, that makes me hungrier. I'm starving right now. I want to become something." He's gonna be a star. I'll say it right now, Lonnie Walker is going to be a star. The San Antonio Spurs rarely get it wrong with their draft picks. At worst, they get someone who becomes a solid piece in their rotation, and every once in a while, they will find that gem of the draft. They have a good eye for talent. For our next story of the day, though, recently we also talked about Ben Simmons and the possibility of him shooting a right-handed jumper this upcoming season, after rumors came out saying that Ben Simmons could shoot right-handed jumpers. And when he was asked about this, he said, "Well, you're just gonna have to come to Melbourne and watch me practice. That's the only way you're going to find out." Well, we found out, as Ben Simmons posted a video of himself working on his jump shot on his Instagram stories, and spoiler alert, he's not shooting right-handed. He's not shooting right-handed, but it looks like the man has a solid mid-range turnaround jumper. And if he has a turnaround jumper, I'm sure he has a pretty good mid-range jumper at this point, which is huge for him and the Philadelphia 76ers, since the main reason they lost to the Boston Celtics was because the Celtics just dared him to shoot. He couldn't shoot, so he couldn't do anything. He was completely ineffective in that series. So this is great. But of course, some people are gonna say, whoop-de-doo, he can shoot 10, 15 feet away from the rim. That's not good enough in today's NBA. Look, you gotta start somewhere. You can't expect the guy from being able to go not to be able to shoot 10, 15-foot jumpers shooting threes overnight. You gotta start somewhere, and this is a great start. And for what will be our final story of the day, things are changing in the NBA, specifically rules are changing in the NBA, and a couple of them are just flat out great rule changes, and the third one is a little bit controversial. And these still have to be voted on, so they are not official yet, but they are extremely likely to pass, and here they are. First of all, the hostile act rule is being updated. It's getting stricter, aka punching, elbowing, everything like that is most likely just gonna get you ejected immediately. Second of all, the clear path rule is being updated, where players can no longer grab a player at half court and stop a fast break. You can't intentionally foul to stop a fast break in which a team would have an opportunity to score. That is amazing, because that was just an excuse not to play defense. That was atrocious to watch. And the last one is the most controversial out of the bunch, where if a team gets an offensive rebound, instead of the shot clock being reset to the full 24 seconds, it's only going to be set to 14 seconds, meaning that they lose 10 seconds per offensive rebound. Now, what does this mean for the NBA? First of all, it's going to mean the NBA is going to be a lot faster, because teams don't get to completely reset their offense after an offensive rebound. They have to go right back at it pretty much, meaning more possessions, higher scoring games. Players are going to be scoring more, so scoring averages are probably going to be a little bit higher this year. And let's be honest, it's going to make the game more entertaining to watch. Faster paced games usually mean more entertaining. That's why everyone finds the Golden State Warriors so entertaining to watch, because of how fast they push the ball. Same thing's going to be said for the Los Angeles Lakers this upcoming season. But then there's the negative side to this of, is this punishing teams that are actually good at offensive rebounding? They get 10 seconds less each time they offensive rebound, making those offensive rebounds a little less valuable than they have been in the past. This is true, but I don't think it's necessarily the end of the world, since they still do get another chance to score the ball. But like I said, these rule changes aren't 100% official yet, as they still have to be voted on by the league board, but it's most likely going to happen. And that is going to be today's question of the day. What do you guys think about these rule changes? I swear, man, talking with this jaw just feels, it doesn't hurt, but it just feels wrong, like my jaw isn't in the right place. Anyways, do you guys like these rule changes? Let me know down in the comment section below using the hashtag QOTD for your chance to be featured in the next video. And speaking of which, in the previous video, after the Raptors hired Kawhi's best friend as an assistant to the team, I asked you guys, do you think the Raptors are panicking and trying to get Kawhi to stay there long term by doing things like this? Or is Kawhi demanding that the Raptors hire his friend? And here's what you had to say. I think the Raptors just want to make Kawhi feel as comfortable as possible. I don't think it's a knee-jerk reaction. I think it's just the Raps trying to get Kawhi some familiar faces in the organization. I think it was Kawhi's uncle manipulating the Raptors. I believe Kawhi's uncle forced the move out of San Antonio. I believe Kawhi's uncle made the letter, and now I believe Kawhi's uncle is trying to force him to go to LA. As a Raptors fan, this is disgusting, and Kawhi should fire his uncle, because all he's doing is tarnishing his name. The Raptors management is elite among the entire league. They are not desperate, nor are they rash. Yes, they will do everything they can to have Kawhi stay, but the rebuild is coming in 1 to 2 years regardless of whether or not Kawhi leaves. So all I have to say is this: right after the Raptors hired his best friend, we got reports in saying that now Kawhi is considering signing with them long term. He's going into the season with an open mind. Make of that what you will. And now it is time for the announcement. So I am making my own talk show, podcast type thing with a couple of my closest friends, aka my brother and my cousin. Look, I'm trying to, create something huge here. It's called The Yak. We're gonna be talking about a bunch of really fun things. Some basketball might be sprinkled in there from time to time, but in general, it's just gonna be the conversations that we typically have, because we have some really crazy and messed up conversations, and it's gonna be a lot of fun. You guys are gonna have chances to engage with us. It's going to be a huge huge show. I'll have links to the YouTube channel where we'll post the highlights down in the description box below. I'll have the link to the live stream on Twitch where we will be live streaming tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern time. So make sure to come by there. And I'm also gonna have a podcast version set up probably in the next couple of days. I'll let you know, but go show it some love, guys. This is going to be amazing. I'm super excited about this. Like I said, spent all day yesterday working behind the scenes to get this up and ready, and you guys are gonna love it when you see it tonight. But anyways, I guess that's gonna do it for this video. Like the video if you like the video. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. We are still chasing 1 million. First, we had to get to 200K, 300K, 400K, 500K, etc. But we will get there, and we will hit that million subscribers in no time. I'm calling it right now. Anyways, thank you again for watching. But until next time, I am out of here. Peace.